Hello, Tiger. How are we doing? Yeah, there'll be a train soon, Tiger. I don't know when, but there'll be one soon. Don't forget to double tap the screen, subscribe, makes it all worthwhile. Not how long this stream will last. It's very much dependent on the weather. Hopefully the weather will hold good, but I can't guarantee it. Very quiet in the chat today. Hello James Cox, how are we doing? I'm just outside of Preston on the West Coast Main Line. It's a bit quiet at the moment. A little bit quiet. Hello Malcolm Graham, how are we doing? Adjust the diagram up now so I can see what's happening. Excellent Malcolm, good to hear it. So nothing but rain here all day today so far, and then dinner time it brightened up, so I thought I'll seize my opportunity and hopefully it'll stay fine. As you well know, with the UK weather you can't guarantee it. It's quite windy, but I have got my microphones on with the little furry things on, so it should help to alleviate it a little bit. Hello, Moral Retarder, how are we doing? How's it going, Moral Retarder? Don't forget to like and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, but makes it all worthwhile. Ditya Gaming 90, how we doing? It's actually when the sun's out, it's really warm. Unbelievably warm. Where are the location yet? I am near Preston in Lancashire in the United Kingdom. Hello, Train Spotter Carl. Yep, I am. Oh, you're stuck in the car at Dorchester right now. On the diagram, yeah, nothing approaching. I'm just looking at the diagram that shows me everything that's like within a 2 or 3 mile range, and nothing approaching at the moment. I'm sure it'll change soon. There is. We've got something coming from. What is it? 1N66. That's northern, so it's going to be a Manchester airport to Blackpool North. It is. And that's approaching soon. Hello, Nasser Masumi. How we doing? Move out, train is coming. Very good, Tiger. Move out to where? Don't forget, like and subscribe. It's free and it makes a difference. And don't forget to double tap the screen. Just tap tap. That's all you have to do. Hello, Logan Candin. How are we doing? Candlin, sorry. How are we doing? Bullet train is coming. No, the bullet train's not coming. We're in the UK. If the bullet train came down this track, there will be a bit of a problem. There's no bullet train coming. You need to do your research on the bullet train, Tiger. You heard the noise. What noise? It's a beautiful day. What's happening? Nothing at the moment. The next train will be from Manchester Airport to Blackpool North. It's about 5 minutes away. It's just at Bookshaw Parkway Station. Yeah, Tangmere. Hello, Hampshire Transport Enthusiast 75. How are we doing? Hello, welcome back, Fried Chicken. I saw Tangmere. It was on Turkey. Yeah, it was last week, last Saturday. It was on there. It came through. Was it last Saturday or was it Wednesday night? It's been through anyway. Recently, recently in days. I'm not sure if it was. It might have been Wednesday night, but I've videoed it so many times. I think it looks a bit tatty to me. Don't cross the track, bullet train coming. I'm sorry about this, Tiger, but goodbye. I'll only suffer fools for so long, I'm afraid. Excellent. GWR class 165 at Dorchester right now. You're on a bridge. So am I, Carl. So am I. Don't forget, subscribe, double tap the screen to like. Doesn't cost anything, but makes a difference. Makes it all worthwhile. Hello, Crimbo, welcome back. The next train, as I've said before, I think it's, what is it? Yeah, 1N66, which is a northern train. I've got a 1C57 behind it, which I presume is going to be Transpennine. No, it's not, it's a northern. Hello, Crimbo. Hello, Yorkshire Railway Adventures. How are we doing? Hello, Masood Murad Difar. How are we doing? Masood Murad Difar. With a pink hand. Excellent. Hello, said I. Said hi. Can't read what you said, but hi all the same to said I. Don't forget, subscribe and double tap the screen to like. Masood Murad Difar. Hello. Yep, you're from Iran. Excellent. I'm currently in the UK, the United Kingdom, on the West Coast Main Line, just outside of Preston. And the train coming now is going to Blackpool North, and it's on track 3, which is the down fast, but I don't think it's going to be going particularly fast. It's probably going to be a 331, I would imagine. Can't tell yet. It's not near enough. Oh, it's a 3. It's a 323. How's the gaming? Why are there no train? There is trains. And maybe to the object has no up your S to U, X, Y, Z. Where is this? Please. It's the United Kingdom. Apologies for all the voices in the background, there's children keep coming past. Next train is going to be another northern. It's going to be 187. Liverpool Lime Street to Blackpool North. And that's going to be on the down slow line, which is the nearest line to the camera. Few clouds, but they don't look like they're carrying anything. Very white clouds, so might be okay. forget to like and subscribe. It's free. Don't forget, double tap the screen, people. There's a couple of hundred watching. Double tap the screen. Oh, yeah, it's quiet at the moment. Quiet wall here for some reason. Hello, Bajenda Kumar, how are we doing? Welcome. If you're new here, subscribe and like. Doesn't cost a penny. And next time along, we're going to bing you beep to tell you. Hello, no Behati, how are we doing? How are we doing, no Behati? The next train coming is 1S63. What would that be? It's a Pendolino. It's on the down fast, which is the third track from the camera. There is a freight train due, but not for another half an hour. Hello, Railheart, how are we doing? Don't forget, subscribe, like, tap the screen. Doesn't cost anything but makes it worthwhile. Pendolino approaching, and we've also got something else coming on the down fast, which will be really light. There'll be some freights at about 3 o'clock, I think. There's 2 Pendolinos coming, they may cross over each other. One coming each direction here, and I'm just looking on the diagrams and they're thundering towards each other. So we might get a Pendolino crossover if we're looking. 2 for 1. They're both half a mile away from my location. I'm afraid not. One. Hello CSX CN rail fan, how we doing? Hello rail fans Z2515, how we doing? CSX and rail fans, how we doing? Excellent CSX, excellent. You won't believe it, it's been raining all morning here, quite hard at some points, and yet now it's sunny as anything. At night time, people must come in cars and throw all the litter everywhere, because every time I pull up here there's McDonald's wrappers and all sorts just chucked on road. They really do my head in, they do. There's a McDonald's not far from here, and they must go there and then come down this lane, because it's a dead end, is this lane, it's a cul-de-sac. So they must come down here late at night and eat the McDonald's and then just chuck it out the window, the wrappers and things. What's next? What's coming? No problem, CSX. What's due? What's coming? Nothing at the moment. It's a bit quiet. There's always a lull in this quarter, what I call the third quarter of the hour. And then it picks up again from sort of like 1:45 till 10:02 to 10 past. You get quite a bit of activity, and then it goes quiet again. Hello, Ludo Cacus. How are we doing? Ludo Cacus, welcome. Hello, Sanila Jukic. How are we doing? Sanila Jukic, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen. It makes a difference. Hello, Samila Jukic. That's a lot of icons. Hello, James Smith. How are we doing? James Smith, welcome. Don't forget, subscribe to each other. Sharing is caring. And subscribe to me as well while you're at it. The sun is out. Beautiful. Hello, Slathanduric. How are we doing? Slathanduric, welcome. Yeah, I'm sub to both of them, James Smith, but I've known Harley longer, simply because me and Harley live close together. You know, I've met Harley in person dozens of times. You know, we both live in the same, well, almost the same town. He goes to the same stations as I do to video and stuff. I don't live stream from my local station because there's just not enough activity, you know what I mean? There's only 4 trains an hour. You know what I mean? It's not really good. Yeah, I'm sub to both of them though. Both Railite and Harley. Lots of sirens today, I don't know what's going on. I was hoping Harley would come in the chat actually, because I needed to speak to him, but I'll send him a message. He might appear at some point. It's Scasey Jr. Hello there, how are we doing? Welcome, it's Scasey Jr. Is my tank. Is my tank. I don't know what that means, but there you go. Hello, Veer Singh. How are we doing? Welcome, Veer Singh. Don't forget, like and subscribe to each other and to me. Sharing is caring, and it doesn't cost you a penny. It's Escalator Junior. We're at train. I presume you mean where is the train? There'll be one along shortly, don't worry about it. Suman Devi, how are we doing? Welcome, Suman Devi. Or is it Suman Devi? There is a train approaching, and it is 1F09. That's an unusual. Oh no, it's not. That's moving away from us. Sorry. I know there's a freight train due. Like, I can't tell you that much. I don't know when, but it's due. It's due in 15 minutes. Daventry to Corbridge, I think it is. Hello, Zoltan Sinker. How are we doing? Welcome, Zoltan Sinker. Excellent. You're fine? Yes, I'm fine as well. And thankfully the weather is fine. It's done nothing but rain all morning, but the sun came out, so I thought I'd seize the opportunity. There'll be a train along shortly. I don't know exactly where the train is myself, but there is one approaching. Oh no, there's not. That's one leaving. Oh, there's one approaching. 9S65. What's that? It's a Pendolino approaching, and Avanti West Coast Pendolino approaching. Unfortunately, I can't control the trains when they come, but it tends to get busier from about 10 to 10 past the hour. You get a few Trans-Pennines too on one thing or another. It's just a bit of a lull at the moment. There's two trains approaching. We've got a 1N67 as well, which is definitely Manchester Airport to Blackpool. Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, it is Manchester Airport to Blackpool. That's also approaching. It's currently at Buckshaw Parkway, which is like 5 minutes away. It's Scarcity Junior who's drawing pictures of trains. Hello, John Mills. How are we doing? Welcome to John Mills. Safi Adib. Yo, how we doing? How we doing? Safi Adib. Welcome. And a big yo. We like a big yo. Hi, Safi Adib. Safi. Hi, bye. Hi. Bye. Hi. Hello, Saraksha Saroya. How are we doing? Welcome to Saraksha Saroya. Welcome. I'm not eating anything here today. It's very rare I do eat while I'm here. All I've got is my bottle of Highland spring water. I went to a petrol station, got some fuel. and I got a bottle of Highland Spring still spring water, naturally from Scotland's Ochiltree Hills. Ochiltree Hills. And if I believe that, I'll believe anything. But there you go. Probably out of a tap, but there you go. What's on tonight? What about tonight's dinner? I have no idea, James Smith. Hello, Harley, how we doing? Hello, CSX, how we doing? What's on the 0K5 today? I don't know, Harley, I haven't had a look yet. I'll find out in a minute. I shall find out in a moment. It'll be the usual boring stuff, I think. I bet it doesn't. I bet it won't tell me what's on it yet, because it'll be somewhere over. It'll be somewhere over Settle and Carlisle line at the moment, won't it? Won't. I don't think it'll give me the information. 0K 05. I just don't think it'll. Oh no, it is. It's give it me. It's I'll tell you where it is. It's in the sidings at Blackburn at the moment, and it is. Oh, that's weird. It's not got a service. According to diagrams, it's sat its sidings at Blackburn, but it's not giving any information. No information for this head code, so that means it's going to get a change of head code. Yeah, it isn't, but it is its sidings, and it's in the funny sidings as well, the ones that are just before the junction to the line to Darwin. It's not in the usual sidings. It's in the peculiar, in like the Gilbraith Yard bit, but. It's not giving any information as to what it is, which tells me that it's well, there's something peculiar coming here. What's this 6F nat? Oh, grief. Let's get rid of that. Diagrams. Something peculiar on its way to me now, and I don't know what it is. It's lit up. It's a freight, and it's the 6F69. Oh, it's the quarry train. It's the quarry train. Hello, Oakley. How are we doing? Hello, Entertainment. How are we doing? Yeah, it's the quarry, which is the usual class 60 21 Pen Gayant or whatever it's called. That's going to be coming through here very soon. Hello, Cleveland Alberti, how are we doing? Hello, Jafid Rashid, how are you doing? How's your dreadlocks? I haven't got any dreadlocks, but if I did, they'd be fine. Yeah, Harley, I was trying forever this morning, trying to find that class 66. I can't find it. You need to tell me what page it's on. I went from page 20 to 30, and I was looking for it. What exactly is it called? 20 minutes earlier. Could well be end up being a light engine or a couple together or something. Yeah, that 60 is going to be with me shortly. It's just approaching the junction here. I'm watching it on diagram. It's just coming around the corner now. Don't forget, everybody, like and subscribe, and subscribe to everybody else in the chat. Subscribe to Train Spotter Harley. He's got a good channel. Does plenty of videos. He does videos on the line that adjoins this line, what they call the East Lancashire line, which connects to this line. So yeah, so a lot of the freight that you see coming through here, Harley videos it further down the line. You see, you get me drift. Is it our logs today, Harley, or are they off? We're going to get 2 freight trains in the next couple of minutes because we've got a Daventry one, Daventry to Courtbridge, and also the Class 60 quarry train. Even though I can't see where the Daventry to Courtbridge one is, it's not on the diagram yet, but I can't remember what time it's down for. Yeah, you'll have to let me know, Harley, what page that Class 66 is on. You know, on TS, on Train Sim. I will look last night and I looked again this morning, I can't find it. I went from page 20 to 30 and I thought it's got to be hidden in here somewhere. Hello, Ashley Coates. Ashley Coles, how are we doing? Welcome. Welcome, Ashley Coles. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing, that train, Harley. It's a mystery to me, is that. It's just sat there in the sidings. Yep. We got 4S44 coming, which is... We've got a Class 68 coming, which is Defiant 680005. Defiant is approaching. And we've also got 60021 Pengayan to whatever it's called, also coming. So we're going to get 2 freight trains in the next 5 minutes. It'd be good if they cross, but I doubt it, because that quarry train's very slow. Yeah, it is. It's right at the junction, yeah. I can see that on diagram. Class 60, the quarry train is now waiting at the junction here to be released onto the main line. Right. They might release it now that that Transpennines gone past. Could be, Harley, could be. Hello, Claude. Claude and Michelle Constance here. How we doing? Claude and Michelle Constance here. Welcome. I probably pronounced your name totally wrong there, but hello. Don't forget, like and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, but makes it worthwhile. Pardon me, yawning. Freight trains approaching in both directions. Hello, Finged. It says in the chat on the pin message my location, Finged. If you read that pin message in the chat, it tells you where I am. It saves me having to keep repeating myself. And don't forget to subscribe and like. Share the love. Doesn't cost nothing. It's free. No, nothing. It's just a blank screen when it just says something like service does not exist when you click on it. I'll just check again, just to be sure. It's still in the same location. Nope. Sure. No service not found, it says. This can be for a lot of reasons. If you click tag code a diagram currently a reassigned train or a signalling area, it may be because the train describer has not yet rescheduled a new code. There we go. Now the freight train has just swapped tracks. So it's going to be coming on the slow down track, which is the nearest to the camera. It's going to be approaching the camera, the freight train, and I can tell you it's a class 68 Defiance, it's called. So it's going to be going slowly. Try 6K05. There we go. 6K05. Nothing for that one either. Nothing at all for that. Doesn't work that code. Hello, Carter. Mark Carter, welcome. Hello. It's written in the chat on the pinned message where I am, Oreo. If you look on that pinned message in the chat, it tells you exactly where I am. Yeah, it's not going to be nuclear waste, so I mean, they don't come through Blackburn, do they? And the nuclear ones that come through here, it usually says what they are. It usually says Sellafield to Crew Yard, it usually says. Yeah, because one came through here this morning at 7:30. Because I were going to come down early today, but it were raining, so that ended that idea. Hello, Mark Carter. How are we doing? Has one carriage continuity, that's it. Yeah, that's what it usually has when it comes through here. A couple of 68s with just a flask or two in between. I would think that the what do you call it, the quarry train's going to get released now because that Penalino's gone through. Georgia. No, it says on the chat, Rayo, where I am. I'm in the United Kingdom. And here we've got the freight train coming down the track nearest to the camera. Class 68. Here we go. Hello, Bavini Damania. How we doing? Welcome, Bavini Damania. Still in the same place, yeah. Don't know why, no idea. It might not go anywhere, you never know. They sometimes do that, abandon them at Blackburn and then don't move them. That's 10 late, alright. I don't know then. It's a mystery. I don't know when this quarry train's going to be released. It's sat just on the junction now, but must be soon. Right. I don't know. I don't have the answer, I'm afraid. Clue where this quarry train is. Well, I do know where it is. It's just about 100 metres from me on junction, but I don't know when it's getting released. It's not been let out. Could be, Harley, could be. Don't forget, double tap the screen, subscribe to everybody, each other in the chat. It's free of charge and makes it worthwhile. Train world, when will the train come? When it comes. There's a train due. Well, there's several trains due. They're all over the diagram I'm looking at the moment. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 trains going to be in the next 5 minutes or so. There's things moving in all directions. There's a 1Y97, a 1N68, another 1N88, an IC72, and a 6F69. So there'll be a few in the next 5-10 minutes or so. Hello Albert Wright, how we doing? Log train, is that coming, Harley? I've no idea. It's not on the diagram at the moment because it'll be, if it is coming. See what the log trains are like today. Yeah, the Carlisle to Basford Hall has passed at 14:54, but obviously it's still in Blackburn, as we well know. But it was early. See, they might just be holding it to put it back to its correct time, Harley. You know what I mean? And the log train is running, even though it looks like it's running late. Its arrival in Blackburn is 16:31 for logs in an hour. It won't touch me until about 5:10 before it gets here. Hello. Hello, Malcolm. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's just what I'm thinking. It might just they might just leave it there to get it back on time. They do that quite often when they're mega early. What a nice afternoon it's turned out to be. If you'd looked out my window at 10 o'clock this morning, you'd never be expecting it to be this nice, that's for sure. It was raining like hell. I thought, God, I'm not going to get out today. Yeah, it always is. 70 or 805 or 7812. It's always one of the two. It's like that quarry train that's going to come through. That's always the same one as well, 60021. Don't forget, Harley, tell me what page that Class 66 is on that you've done. I can't find it. Oh. They do sometimes pull them every now and then, but not often now. I think the 56s are coming to their end of their life now. Something else coming we've got here. 1 and 88, that's going to be somewhat going to Blackpool North. Yep, Liverpool Lime Street to Blackpool North is the next one, passing the camera on the nearest track. We've got an IC72, which I'll put money on to transfer 9. No, it's not, it's Northern Manchester Airport. I keep getting a smell of cigarette smoke, but I don't smoke. I keep getting a smell of cigarette smoke. Yeah, I looked last night, or yeah, I went through every page. You know, can I not just search for its exact name, whatever it is? Well, it's not me e-cig, Harley. It's a tobacco smell of a cigarette. In fact, it's. There's a field just to right at camera. There's a field. I bet it's somebody walking their dog having a bit of wacky backy or something. I keep getting a whiff of it. So what actually is it called then, Harley? Is it just called EWS Class 66? Because a lot of time when you go through that sharing thing, it doesn't show pictures of them. Yeah, when I've tried 66 and it doesn't show me anything for 66. It just says no results when I tried that. If I just put 66 in, it just says no results. But I'll try again when I get home anyway. I'll have another go tonight. I'm going to get it on its maiden trip. I tried putting some stuff in Liverpool Lime Street last night, you know, spawning trains, but it doesn't let you do it because of the change of era. That Liverpool Lime Street, they've done it so it's like set way back in time. It's not modern day Liverpool Lime Street, so it's you can't spawn trains into it. It's a bit weird. Yeah, I've seen the picture, Ollie. I did a screenshot of it and put it on a poster it on my page. I just couldn't find. Oh, hang on, the quarry trains here. 60021. They'll be passing from the left to right in about, well, seconds, but it won't be because it goes at a snail's pace, this thing. $805 on TP livery. Excellent. Here comes the quarry train. Oh, it's not the usual mucky dirty blue one, it's a GBRF one today. It's usually a nasty dark blue one. There's a bit of weight on back of there, you know. Yeah. Yeah, they were all full with them carriages, coaches, garages, hoppers, whatever you want to call them. There's a fair bit of weight on back of there. I take it that's slightly early, is it, Malcolm? I don't know what time it officially down for. We're about 15:42, something like that. Is that its normal time? And we're in the quiet quarter again now. I always call it a quiet quarter. It's always quiet. And this one's on the third line away from the camera. It's going to Manchester Airport again, I think. Not Manchester Airport, Blackpool North. No, it's not. It's a 195, so it must be going to It is early, that. Trains to planes, where are you? If you check the message in the chat, there's a pinned message in the chat. It tells you where I am. Trains to planes, welcome. Hello, the train spotter, how are we doing? It was, that's exactly where it were, Malcolm. Sat on curve at Lostock. Hello, fried chicken again. You're in Manchester. Excellent. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything and it makes it worthwhile. And subscribe to each other. Hello, Enilu already. What is your name? My name is Richard. I was at ELR yesterday. Excellent. I've been there for about 2 years. I went about 2 years ago, I did. And that was the last time I went there. Yeah. Subscribe to Harley. Harley. Train spotter Harley. Don't leave me put, man. Don't leave me out. Most of the freight trains that come onto this main line have come past Harley. He gets them in videos them around Blackburn, so subscribe to Train Spotter Harley. Hello, Andy Storage. Big shout out to Andy Storage. Subscribe to Andy Storage, and he's just subscribed to me. Thank you, Andy. Hello, the Train Spotter. A Northern Class 323, correct. Got to sat in the cabs of the City of Wales. Oh, excellent. Kishore Qatar, where is this live from? There's a message in the chat that tells you exactly where it is, the pinned message. Anyone subscribes to me, I'll subscribe under. Thank you very much for that fried chicken super chat, much appreciated. Subscribe to fried chicken. Thank you very much for that super chat. Have you seen a class 777? No, I haven't. Thank you, Trains to Planes. What's my favourite train? Good question, that. I get asked that loads of times, and out of all the modern day trains, don't really have a favourite because they're all very similar. I suppose it's the latest Hitachi one, but if you say of all time since I was a kid, without a doubt it's the Class 40 and the Class 25. I used to love them because I used to travel behind them when I was a kid, you see. 390s. Yeah, I mean, I like all the modern trains. I mean, some of them, I've never seen a triple trail. I must have done, but I can't think what they are. Are they on ScotRail, them? 777s? Hello, Joey Kunkler, how we doing? Hello, Ravindra Reddy, AR, how we doing? I'm in Preston at the moment, well, just outside of Preston. Trains are so amazing, excellent. Excellent. I shout out to everybody if I can. Anybody who asks, I'll give them a shout out. And that's late too. Give us another one, Richard. Yeah. Don't forget, subscribe to God, I can't say my words now. Train Spotter Harley. He has an excellent channel, and his videos are on the East Coast main line, which is not far from here. And he does lots of videos around the Blackburn area. And there we are. Go and have a look and subscribe to him. Excellent. And he also does Train Sim World 5 live streams, and he's really good at making liveries because he's made a couple for me. Where am I right now? Andy Stokes? I'm near Preston, just outside of Preston on the West Coast Main Line. If anybody wants to know where I am, I actually have pinned a message that tells you exactly where I am. My favourite heritage really is ELR because yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, I could understand that. I mean, I like them all, to be honest. I think some of them are a bit expensive for what they are, but ELR is quite good because it's not a bad length. And Keighley and Worth Valley, that's another good one. Ooh, how do I say that? Diane Schwartz. Patois, how are we doing? Diane Sharp Patois. I probably said that wrong, but welcome. Hello, Sally, how are we doing? Hello, Neo Reps, welcome back. Good afternoon. Is it on the move, Harley? That yeah, it's moved, hasn't it? It's on its way, isn't it? It's on its way. Yeah, I can see. I've actually it's on the move, but I can see now it's disappeared out of Blackburn. So it's en route to me now, isn't it? Is it light engine, Harley, or is it pulling something? I don't know why I'm asking you this. I could actually get it up on screen myself if I could locate where it is at the moment. Oh, it's at Pleasanton. Still no information on it. When I click on the head code, still no information. Just comes up blank, service not known. So it is a light engine, right? Got you. Happy birthday, Neo Reps. A great view. I try my best. I am slightly zoomed in. I'm usually zoomed out a little bit, but the point is the weeds are quite tall, so I just had to zoom in slightly so you didn't have loads of more weeds than normal bouncing around. The sites I use real-time trains to get the head code, and then I type it into Railcams to get the details, but you can only get the details on Railcam if you subscribe, and it's £40 a year. Classic 6 past through Manchester, Oxford Road a week. Yeah, excellent. So I think what the most oddest thing is. Yes, fried chicken. That's going to Liverpool Lime Street, I think. I'm trying to think what the most oddest train is, or the rarest train that comes through here on West Coast Main Line that has come through. A couple of months back, I had some Class 50s, double header. Yeah, let's have a big shout out to Trains to Planes. Give him a sub, Trains to Planes. Everybody subscribe to him. Everybody subscribe to each other, but there we go, trains to planes. He rides northern so very often. Ah, we've got the fancy Pendolino coming, the one with all the trees on it. The man, the myth, the scam. How we doing? Here's a name. Gotta love the Pendolino, yeah. I thought they were getting phased out, but I watched a video last night. They're not getting phased out. They're actually starting renovating them. I thought they were being replaced with the Hitachi 805s and the 807s, but they're not. They're all getting refurbished and revamped, and they're scrapping the 221s, and they're getting rid of Voyagers. You know. Yeah. Which is good, really, because their Voyagers are looking a bit dated. Yeah, they had I watched a video last night. Yeah. I only saw the Virgin Pendolino once in 2017. Yeah, that's a while ago. Yeah. I honestly thought they were going Pendolino, but they're not. They're being refurbished and refitted. I watched the video last night, and the guy was driving the new Avanti West Coast Evero, the 805, and he says out to the station from a standing start in 30 seconds. He says the Pendolinos get up to 30 mile an hour from a standing start, and he says the Evero gets up to 51 mile an hour from a standing start in 30 seconds. So they're obviously a lot quicker off the mark, the Hitachis, but they do have a lower top speed of only 110 mile an hour. Which surprised me. Yeah, I agree. I preferred the Virgin livery. I'll be honest, I preferred everything about Virgin because I thought the staff looked smarter with all the red gear on and everything. I don't know much about the quality of service. I would imagine it's just the same right through, but you know, I went on one of Virgin to Edinburgh about 10 years ago. Sad it don't exit anymore. So not really there. Don't exit anymore. Exist anymore. Right, got you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean they had it for a long time. He nearly lost it. They nearly lost it once, and then they gave him an extension, didn't they? Because they couldn't find a replacement, and I think a lot of all that were political, because Richard Branson couldn't believe it when he lost that. You know, but what can you do? It's the way the world goes round, and sooner or later, I think half at trains will be. Hello, Alfie Davis. How we doing? Don't forget, like and subscribe. Double tap the screen Subscribe, don't cost you nothing. Makes it worthwhile. That's what I think about when I'm putting diesel in this gas guzzler to get to locations. Yep, I'm excellent. All good, Alfie. I've had some weird people in my lives. Oh, have you? Yeah, I probably had one or two actually. Not too many, but the odd one or two. Hello, Alexander. Alexander, sorry. Hello, Alexander. Yes, you are watching a live stream. If you read the pinned message in the chat, it gives you the exact location and country. And that train that light engine is now waiting on the junction here to join the main line. I would think it'll be released quite quick with it being a light engine, because it won't hold anything up because it can fairly zap around, so it won't need as much of a gap because of its speed. You unserious AF69. Imagine a bullet train on these tracks. Yeah, I can imagine it. Yeah, I think the rarest thing that's come through here that I've seen was a couple of 50s about 2 months ago, class 50s. I've only ever seen a couple in my life of them. And class 20s. Class 20s, I've seen a couple of them. That's about it. Everything else is run of the mill. I've seen loads of heritage diesels, but ones that are here, there and everywhere. Hello X7FQ, how are we doing? Well, I've seen loads. We're fortunate that we get quite a lot of steam locomotives up the East Lancashire line, because we have that Cumbrian Mountain Express that comes through, whatever it's called, Cumbrian Express thing, most Saturdays, so you always get a bit of something on that. It tends to be the same one, but last couple of Fridays ago I was in this exact location and Mayflower came, and then a couple of Saturdays ago we had Blue Peter that came. I've seen most of them, to be honest. Tornado, St Nigel Gresley, Mallard. Obviously I haven't seen Mallard running for a long time because it's been out of action for years. I've seen loads of black fives, and used to have one that were always around this neck of woods, Sherwood Forestry it was called. A few years ago it was practically every weekend it was here, and also Princess Elizabeth, that did the rounds for a long time. I need to see Blue Peter. Yeah, well, I videoed it and I live streamed it about 2 Saturdays ago, because it was quite interesting, because a 47 came right here at the side of where I am and parked up a ScotRail 47, while Blue Peter came out the junction. Then the ScotRail 47 went back in, and it were odd and more interesting than normal, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it was pretty smart looking with that Blue Peter, actually. It were really clean and tidy, and it had a 47 with it. I think it was 47, and it was absolutely mint. We had a 47 or 50, I can't remember. It might have been a 57, but it was absolutely mint, and that takes us back to the conversation we've had saying how locomotive services trains are always much nicer than West Coast Railways ones. Always clean and respectable, much tidier. What's this now? Oh, it's unbelievable, that quarry train that went past what seems like ages ago is only just down the line at the moment. It's got a 9S70 coming. What the hell is that? Pendolino on its way. Also a Trans-Pennine Express on its way. The light engine 66 is still parked on the junction. Here comes the Pendolino. There's your 397, your 397 there, and here comes the Pendolino. Pendolino, 323. I think they look very dated, them 323s. I feel like they've been thrown onto this service like as a cast-off, you know. They just look a bit dated in my opinion. They used to be, what were they called? In the flat-fronted one. What were they called then with two windows? Were they 319s? I can't remember. Used to be them horrible things. I think there were 319s. Horrible things. They used to run into Liverpool. And they replaced them with these 323s, which aren't that much better looking, to be fair. My favourite, the Flying Scotsman, yeah. Yes, I thought it wasn't much of a hurry, but there again, it was early. I'm using rail cams, pressing diagrams. So, yeah, well, I'm looking at exactly the same page as you are. I've got it on an iPad in front of me on dashboard. Gunpreet Singh, can somebody guess what a train? Oh no, I couldn't do that. Class 387s to King's Lynn here, excellent. $138 people watching. Don't forget to subscribe to each other and like. Subscribe and like. Double tap the screen. It makes a difference when you double tap the screen. It triggers the algorithm, as they say. Something else coming here. What is this? What is this? 1S71. Another Trans-Pennine en route. Doesn't tell me which one it is, but there's a Trans-Pennine. It'll be on it's on the down fast, so it'll be on the third track from the camera, heading towards the camera. And amazingly, that quarry train, it's still not got off the diagram yet. It's still chugging along. Must be going slowly. From December we got an XGA 379s, which I think are a better train. Excellent. GA, is that Greater Anglia? I presume you mean, I don't know. Let's bring the pacers back. Yeah, that's exactly what they were basically. Leyland buses on single axle bogies, so they rocked and bounced and clanged and banged. They were, I mean, they were only made as a stopgap, but cracky, they did 40 years service, I think. So they probably did about 30 years. But they were just a single bogie at either end, and oh god, they were terrible. They didn't corner right. They used to squeak and squeal when they went corners. You used to go into Manchester Victoria on one, and you practically had to put earmuffs on, it screeched that much. Hello, Balak Krishma MS, how we doing? Use your light engine. Yeah, that's exactly what they're like. Even the doors were the same doors that used to be on a bus, the concertina doors. They're terrible, really. Absolutely terrible. I mean, to be fair, the 150s and the 156s are not that much better, but they are a lot better. you know, if I had to pick a DMU, it'd be the 195s are very smooth, and the 15 I like the 158s, me. But all this modern stuff, it's not this. There's no character. I used to love the old DMUs. Where you could see out front window where a driver, where if you were in front seat, you could see right through windscreen. It was brilliant, And he had to change gear properly, you know. He had a lot more to do back in them days, changing gear and all that business. Big air brake. You knew when you were coming to the station, it'd be there with big silver air brake handle. And then when he got it, handle used to clip off. Used to take handle with him. And with the days, it used to be Derby class. I can't remember the number, but they used to call them Derby class and Craven's class. We used to have around here, around where I live, not around here, but where I live, which is like 20 miles from here. There were always Derby class or Cravens. I think Cravens were 107. I think Derby's were 121s, but I might be wrong. Yeah. And we used to get on train, go to Blackburn on a DMU, and then that used to terminate at Blackburn. It used to go into the Bay platform because the trains didn't run to Clitheroe back then, but they've recently reopened. Well, in recent years they've reopened that bit of line. They used to only go to Blackburn, and then so you'd go into Bay, and then you had to get off and get on another DMU to Preston, and then used to be always either a class 25 or a class 40, carrying, with proper carriages on, going to Liverpool Lime Street. We used to do that regular when we were kids, and then we'd get off at Lime Street, obviously spend a bit of time there doing whatever, and then we'd go downstairs to the underground and get on one of them out. God, they were old rickety things and all they were. I don't know what class they were. They had all them, like, they had all pipes dangling up front. That's all I could remember. We used to get one of them back to Ormskirk, and then get on another DMU from Ormskirk back to Preston. So it was like, OK 05's gone past. I thought, oh no, oh, it's gone. It's OK 05. Went about 5 minutes ago. You must have missed it. It was light engine. It came past here and swapped tracks. Hello, Devin Chapman. How we doing? Is that Polish? Is what Polish? Hello, Robert Hartford. How we doing? Don't forget, like and subscribe. Double tap the screen. Doesn't cost you anything. Might be something in chat. Polish. In 1992, we used to have 47. Yeah, that's when always trains had. Oh, we just train watching while you are speaking English. Oh, does it sound Polish? You've got to open your mouth when you talk, bud. Yeah, I generally do, and I know for a fact I can hear what I'm saying because I've got headphones on, so I'm listening to this stream back to myself, so I know if there's anything wrong. So yeah, it did. It came through, Malcolm, and came through, Malcolm. It came through on fast track, farthest track, and then went across all the points into the slow track. It was 66, a DRS 66, class 66. When the stream finishes, you can always rewind back and have a look. But yeah, it's definitely gone through. Can't see anything on diagrams at the moment. Oh my god. 1M14 is coming on fast line. Don't know what it is. Let's have a butcher's. There's another Pendolino coming up. No, there's nothing special coming. I will think that's what it means. I've often thought about that. It just says rust, so I presume it's just a siding that's not used. I don't know. I've looked at that many times. No, I'm sat in a car, Devin Chapman. Hello, FF Max. How are we doing? Welcome, FF Max, and hi, hello, hello, hi, hi, hello. How are we doing? Yeah, nothing wrong with a bit of dedication, Devin. Welcome, Graham Eunice. And well, look, David Chapman. Well, good luck with this, and hopefully the antidepressants coming soon. Yeah, I had a feeling he was a bit of a tool, that fella. But I knew by looking at his channel that he was a bit of a clown. But there we go. You could just tell where the conversation's flowing. Better to do. You know, look at the channel when you see there's no content on their channel and nothing happening. You can tell. So it's hello, Sadab Khan. How are we doing? They criticise what other people do, and yet on their channel there's nothing happening. Hello, Nazri Hilal. How are we doing? Yeah. Yeah, it is that farthest track. I think it's 110, and then I think the next one is 95, and the two nearest to me, I think, are 75. I think. Hello, Van Pew V. How are we doing? $5H. Oh, what the hell's that? It's transparent, aren't it? Hello, Ali Idrul. How are we doing? Hello, always TTWC all day. How are we doing? They're They're going to different locations, Nazari. Going to different locations. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever been on one either. I've been on a Pendolino, and I've been on a 195. But to be fair, in recent years, I've hardly been on any train transport in recent years. I used to use them all the time, but check how my battery's doing. Hello, Nick VR, how are we doing? Understand why it's not charging for some reason. Weird. There's tons of charge in it, but should. I'm in the car to the ferry. Excellent. Bear with me, I'm not just going to move this camera a bit, try and understand. Now we're not charging. Now we're charging. I have a funny feeling the weather's going to change. Dark, got a bit dark. Yeah, if it starts to rain, I'll have to end the stream in a hurry. Well, hopefully it won't, but there's a few dark clouds approaching. I mean, my phone actually is waterproof, but my microphones aren't. They cost me a fair bit, so I don't want them. Don't want any water on them. I've got one microphone here in car now. See, and then there's one outside, held on the fence. Hello, trade spotting person. How are we doing? Welcome. If you've not been here before, double tap the screen to like and subscribe to everybody else. Sharing is caring. What's coming next? There's a northern coming. Log train's en route, but I don't think that'll come here until Another 40 minutes yet, I'm afraid. We'll see how we're doing. Yeah, Nova, yeah. Yeah, they have the ones, some of them are, I can't understand why they did them with a locomotive on some of them, you know, with a 68 on. I could never understand why they went for that concept rather than just like a, you know, stuck with the something we saying that I suppose they couldn't really when you think about it. Does that go? There's no electric, is it, where that goes? So that's probably the reason why they did it. Yeah, that's my own question there a bit, I think. There's a quiet spell here. I can't see anything on apart from a northern, a couple of northerns on the nearest track coming, but that is a little bit quiet. It was funny the other day when I was here, and I was just packing up, and there was nothing on timetable, nothing, and then 66, just as I were just unclipping my phone off the fence and everything, a 66 just come rattling through on its own. It weren't on timetable, it weren't on anything. Oh, saw a few double header 90s last night. I were on station platform last night, late on about. I came on about 9:15, half 9, 9:45, and did about an hour and a half on the station platform, a mile and a half down track here, and we saw quite a few double header class 90s for 8-liners. Quite nearly everything that came through with a 90. Island spring water. Brilliant stuff. Yeah. It is quiet. Oh, there's something coming. There's things coming. 9M84, that's going to be a Pendolino, I'm sure. It is. Pendolino coming up on the farthest track, which is the Up Fast, which I always think is a bit weird why they call the track that goes to London an Up Fast. I'd have always said going down south, but there you go, that's just my opinion. We've got another Northern coming on the nearest track to the camera, which is going to Blackpool North from Liverpool Lime Street. We've also got IC58, what the hell's that? That's another Northern, that's going Manchester Airport to Blackpool. Got a bird chirping. Hello Javad, Andy Ran, how are we doing? Sorry about the bird chirping in this bush right next to me. Hello Jeanette, how are we doing? I like that little icon next to your name now. As being an official member, you get the train next to your name. Hello Hampshire Transport Enthusiast 75, how are we doing? I've been here since 1:30, Jeanette. I'm going to wrap it up soon. It looks like it's going to start raining, but I'm not 100% sure. It's been sunny all afternoon. I think I've been here since 1:30. I can't tell it. Yeah, all morning, Jeanette, it rained, and I thought, well, I ain't going to be going out anywhere today. And then come 12 o'clock, 11:30, it just sun come out and it got right warm, and it's been sunny right up until about 15 minutes ago, and then there's a load of cloud just come over, but doesn't look like it's going to rain though. If it were going to rain, it would have started by now, because the clouds are above my head, you know. Looks like it's going to be a 331 coming on the nearest track. Chris has been out with a drone. Excellent, yeah. Yeah, but he darted out after dinner, went where they picked up, didn't he? I never thought I could bring my drone here and actually fly it while I'm on the stream, you know what I mean? Never thought of that. Yeah, detect a raindrop then. If it starts to rain, I'll be ending the stream at high speed, I'm afraid. Certainly an odd drop on my windscreen, but nothing major. Not yet. Hello, Heather. How are we doing? How's your busy? What's the word I'm looking for? Your busy gig trio doing? Are you having a good time? Already decided what I'm making Tuesday. Excellent. David, God forbid, Heather, you're going to be knackered. You're going to have a good sleep on Sunday. three gigs on 3 day after each other. Wow. Rock and roll, you've got it. You are rocking and rolling. Hello, Mark Carter. How are we doing? Welcome back. Don't forget, subscribe to each other. Subscribe to me. You got Jeanette Pickering there, who does live streams and does a baking evening on Tuesdays. And you got Heather, who plays the guitar and the piano. So if you're into music or you're into baking, them are the channels to subscribe to. Somebody around here is smoking wacky backy, but yet there's nobody at all I can see, but they must be in the field next to me. There's a strong smell of marijuana coming at me. I think we are heading to rush hour time. Well, I hope so, Malcolm. As long as it doesn't start raining, there are a few spots on my windscreen, but it's nothing's materialised. And I can see that the log train is on its way. It's just passed through Pleasanton Station. Manchester tart flapjacks and berry and orange muffins. Excellent. I'm south of Preston, Mark. South of Preston. Both Harry Barker recipes. Excellent. No problem, Mark. And amazingly enough, I honestly thought I were going to be scuppered with rain then, but just a few spots landing on windscreen, but that were it. No, not as I heard anyway. No, nothing. Uh, it rained, didn't it? What time? When did it rain yesterday? It was sort of evening time, I think. I can't remember. I think it was evening time yesterday, it rained. And then it stopped about, I can't remember, or afternoon, I can't remember. Can't remember what I was doing on next day. I lose track of time. Every day feels like the same to me at the moment. All seems to be rolled into one. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Double tap the screen, it makes it worthwhile, and like and subscribe to each other. Sharing is caring. There's some big grey dark clouds, but up to now they seem to be just coming up and going past, which is good. I got rained on yesterday like heck, but managed to get a 3-tone off a class 807. Excellent. 807, yeah, I've seen a few of them. Other side of Crewe, they don't come up here. They seem to be going into Liverpool Lime Street to them 807s. Never seen one up here yet. I've seen 805s, but not an 807. What have we got coming here? Something coming. 1Y52 is going to. Oh no, let's go leaving. Sorry, I'm on the wrong thing. 1S72, what's that? Another Pendolino will be with us in a couple of minutes. I've got the log train en route, but it's chugging along at a leisurely pace. It's just approaching Bamber Bridge is the log train. If I can manage to hang on until that comes, and that'll be the last train we see, if I can hang on to it. If the weather's kind to us, I think the battery's going to all get past. If it's actually charging now. I don't know what the weather forecast is for tomorrow. No idea, I haven't looked yet. Saying that, it's no good looking the day before because it's inaccurate. And you look on a phone, and a phone forecast is always inaccurate because if you look at the bottom of the screen, it says information and data provided by accurate weather, which are based in somewhere like California. How can somebody in California accurately forecast what's happening in UK? You know. No, nothing special today, just odds and sods of freight and normal passenger services, and there is some more freight to come. There's the big log train's on its way, but that's not going to be for another 25 minutes, I think. The best weather forecast is look out the window. You're right there, Malcolm. Correct. Yeah. That's the best weather forecast. Look out the window, you're right there. Certainly the most accurate. To be fair, usually BBC aren't far out, you know, they usually say it's going to start raining at 11 o'clock, and I think, how can you know that? And very often they're right, but they only go off what Met Office gives them the information, you know, so they all, you know, look to the Met Office who gather data, and they have their weather stations up and down sides at motorway and all this business, but it's so weird, it's weather at the moment. Well, I think it's weird at the moment. I mean, we've hardly had any rain really over the last 3 months, you know, in comparison to what we normally have. Yes, train spotting person, it is a class 70. It always is. Very rarely is it anything else. Occasionally it used to be a double-header class 56, but it's more or less always a class. God, I can't stop burping. Always a class 70. Yeah, well, we've had very little. I've had very little rain over the past sort of, I'd say 3 months. I mean, we didn't have rain for weeks, and it was sunny for weeks, and it's very unusual for us to have a reasonable summer in this country. Usually, it's just weird. It's weird. Just watch, we'll have tons of snow this winter. We'll get punished with snow. I mean, we don't get snow like we used to do. It tickles me when you watch the way all this country grinds to an halt for an inch of snow. When I was like a teenager, we used to get it up to your knees, and people still carried on. Hello, Eric Griffin. How are we doing? How's it going? Welcome, Eric Griffin. Yeah, you get an inch of snow now and everything grinds to an halt. And I just think, my God, it's nothing. We used to get snow and it was like halfway up the front door, stuff like that. Hello, Thomas Zeman, how are we doing? Well, the log train is now waiting at the junction, but I don't think it'll get released for a bit yet. Hello, Colin Hodkinson. How are we doing? Get your brolly ready. I've just been thinking the same thing. Hello, Girano DC. Hello from New York. Welcome. Welcome to somebody from New York. That's good. I bet the weather's okay in New York, isn't it? I think you're only the second American in today. I think. Keep holding my hand out to the car door to see if I can feel anything, but nothing. Oh God, I felt one spot then. Like I say, if it comes on raining proper, I'll just have to end the stream in a hurry. Oh God, we've got spots of rain. We've got spots of rain. Are they going to turn into something, or is it just an odd spot? I need to get myself in position for a quick bailout. Well, the log train's coming, so what I'll do is I'll let you have the log train, and then I'll call it a do. It's just starting to spit, but it's getting more persistent. But the log train's here, so we'll let this go through. And I'll call it a wrap. Yeah, it's actually stopped raining now. It seems to have stopped. It was just a few spats and spots. But I'm going to call it a do anyway, because there's not much else coming now. And I shall catch you all on the next one. Thank you for liking the stream. Thank you, subscribers. And thanks for being here. And I'll try and, if weather's permitting, I'll try and do one tomorrow. Might point the camera in the opposite direction tomorrow. I'll have a look at timetable to see which is what I deem the best direction. Thank you very much, people, and I'll catch you all later. Bye, everybody.